Hello guys, so today's video I'm going to share with you, my attempt to improve my problem solving skills in Python, or in programming in general. So I'm using a website called Edabit. I think it's a very beautiful website if you want to improve your coding and your thinking and problem solving skills. You can use this website. Also, it provides some tutorials and practice. And also the most important thing is challenges. That's why I'm using this website for this reason. So today I'm going to, I'm a beginner programmer. In my first steps of, my journey of coding, I'm trying, to improve my Python knowledge, my Python skills, my problem solving skills in general, to solve these coding challenges. So of course I would choose Python, but you can choose any programming language you want, and I'll start with the very easy level until I go to the expert, by the time as I grow a little bit, but I will try to do my best to go to the expert level. So now I'll start with a very easy one, and here I can just keep things optional. There's no need to specify exactly what I want. So here I have to, let me just add a little bit the zoom just to make the website a little bit clear for you. And yeah, so I'm not going to start with the first one, how Edabit works. So I would try just to use the first, or the second example to start with. So return the sum of two numbers. And also I will focus on the next number from the integer pass, convert minutes into seconds, and area of triangle. So I didn't solve this exercise yet. I just get started with them now. So anyway, so let me start with the first one. So here we have, the instructions and code, and also resources to, for help, right? How you can write functions, etc. So anyway, here we also have solutions, of course. And anyway, so here I'm not going to use this code panel, but I think it's better to use IPython on my terminal. So let me add as well a little bit like zoom here so that you can see this clearly. Great, so here the first exercise said create function that takes two numbers as arguments and then returns their sum. Okay, so here they give some examples: addition, 3, 2, 5, 3, 6, etc. And then here, so here don't forget to return the result. If you get stuck on the challenge, find help in the resources tab. If you're really stuck, unlock solutions in the solution tab. Great. So now we want to create a function. So I will create a function with def, of course, that takes two numbers as arguments, and then we have to return their sum. I think it's easy to do this, so let me go to my IPython here, and let's write terminal here. So we can call it add, for example, and let's take two arguments, num1 for example, and num2. Here I can just use, and I can return with keyboard return or yield, but I'll try to use return, and then I can return here plus num2. Great. And then I can print this out, see what can I get, because I should always add this. So of course I can just say something like 3 for example, and then I will have 5. Great, so we got 8. So now I think it's working. So let me copy this solution and paste it out here in code. Of course they already give us here, so let me try just to put this immediately. So here we have a plus b, and then I can addition, because they choose the word addition here, so I can just say 3, 5. So here we can check the solution. So it's similar to this, right? So we go back, click on check. So this is slow a little bit. Anyway, that would take time. Yeah, it works. Now we can submit final. So let's do that. What this button is doing here. Yeah, I'm new to Edabit, so that's why I'm trying just to get used to it a little bit. So I got 5 XP. Oh, so that sounds like a score. Okay, so how difficult was this challenge? Oh, right, it's very easy. Thank you. Anyway, so we can go to the next challenge now. So, I don't know if my internet is slowy or the website is slowy. Great. So now we have to write, we need to go to another exercise, which is, area of triangle. Alright, so here we can say write function that takes the base and height. So it means the base and the height of a triangle and returns its area. So we have to write function that calculates, I think, the area of a triangle. So here we have an example. I forget how to compute. I think it's base times height. Yeah. So here we have an example. So just how you can write this function. Okay. So here notes area of triangle is base times height divided by 2. Don't forget to return the result. If you get stuck on the challenge, find help in the resources tab. If you're really stuck, anyway. So let's write this function, and we can call it something like, so let's see what they call it here, tree area. Okay, good. So here we have, this height, of course, as argument. So let's go for this. Great. So here we can write a new function. We can call it tree area. Okay. Maybe let's make it more years. I won't just use area instead. And I would be using base and height as arguments. And now I want to see how can I return the area of this. So in order to return this, we have, an operation. So this operation here, base times height divided by 2. So I can do this as well here. So I can say base height divided by 2. Exactly, that's the function then. Or maybe I misspelled this, but I think it's the same operation if you remember that. But let me do this in that manner instead and put 2 here just to respect the mathematical rules. Right, so now I think that's what I need to do for this function to calculate here. So now let's go to call this function. So we can say area, and I can give something like tree or height. So I don't know, the base and the height. So we can have something like 10, and here's this 20, and now we can see, right, so if we multiply here 10 by, let's say 10 times 20 is 200, divided by 2 is 100. That's good. So we can also check our solution here on code. So we have here to return, base times height divided by 2. And then I can call the function tree area and tree 20. Right, so now we can check this out. That would take time again. Thank you. Now we have to submit final. I start getting used to Edabit a little bit. It's my first time I use this, so how many XP? 10. So it's, I don't know, it's better to don't say anything. I don't know, there is no close tab here. Anyway, very easy. Okay, we can view all the solutions instead for, anyway, so this is just a way to view solutions, and let me go back again to my challenges, and I completed this. Oh, they don't give me this one, so I want to go step by step. Really? So let me start with this one instead. Well, let me do this. Convert minutes into seconds. That also looks a little bit easier. So here, write function that takes an integer minutes and converts it to seconds. Again, we will write function that takes, I think, an argument. Yeah, and that argument will be, number of minutes, and then you have to convert that number of minutes to seconds. So 1 minute equals 60 seconds. So it means every number we give, we should multiply it by 60 to calculate number of seconds. So here they give some examples, of course, and don't forget to return the result. Anyway, so here they call their function something called convert. Okay, so let's go for this. So I will write a new function, we call it convert, as they do, and then I can say, number, no matter what. So here we can return, of course, and I will try to return the number times 60. Right, in order to get the seconds now. And after that, I will say convert to call the function, and let me choose a number, 3 minutes, for example. Of course, here I should get 180. Let's see if here's, wow, it works. So now let me go back to my win box here to write, my solution, and let's say return. I would choose, same function there is, number, let's say minutes instead, multiply by 60, and here I can call the function by saying convert, and I can choose, 3. Okay, let me check this out. Yeah, I have 10 XP, good. But I need more challenges, so great. My solution is correct. Let me submit this and see all the challenges. Okay, I have right now 50 XP, so very easy as always. And next challenge. So if I click on this, they will give me something, let's say medium or advanced. So that's why I need to go back to the list of challenges and just go step by step instead. So here I will go back again to challenges because I don't want to. So there is only one exercise left to finish this episode. So return the next number from the integer passed. Okay, but also we have another code here, convert hours into seconds. Right, so let's do this one. Okay, I think I should use. So we need to create a function that takes a number as an argument, increments the number by +1, and returns the result. Really, this is easy. Well, okay, let's do it. So now we have just here. So what they call the function? So they call the function addition again. Alright, so okay, let's choose the same name again, addition. And addition will take the number. So then they said, okay, return the number incremented by 1. So we can say num +1. Really? And then I will put, so let me make sure if they want this or not. Oh, sorry for that. Exactly, so increment number by +1 and returns the result. Great, so here I can put addition to call the function, and I can choose 7 for example, and I should get 8. Okay, let me copy this solution. Let me just write the solution immediately here. Return num +1, and yeah, we can call this again addition. And then we have something like 7, for example. Let's check this solution, whether it's correct or not. Well, good. So let's submit this and see how much we can get. It's very piece of cake exercises, of course, because it's a very easy category and I'm expecting that. So now I reached 20 XP. Great. So it's very easy. Good. So I will stop here today, guys, and here you can see all the solutions of every exercise you are doing. So let me go back to the list of challenges. So in the next, I'm going to work on more challenges later on my own, but I will try to make some episode trying to solve this in front of you. So my goal is to reach the very expert level, and I want to see if this can really improve my problem solving skills. I'm sure about this, but we'll try this out and play this like games, right, instead of playing video games. So that's all about today's episode. Hope you find this useful. You can play around with this as well. A website called Edabit. I will leave the link to this beautiful website on the description box below. That's all for today's episode. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Master Boy.